now. I'm streaming now. So if you're watching, oh, Robert Bigler is watching, and his Chiefs are actually playing right now. So thank you there, Robert. I appreciate that. So I am streaming on YouTube, and let's make sure let's update this because I'm live. Okay, I'm live now. If you will excuse me though, because I am parched. I am parched. Okay, but we're going to talk about that. Don Dada, thank you, Jimmy Mitchell. I will tell you how parched I am because I don't really. Now wait a second, Heather. Wait a second, Heather. We don't like his team. I get it, but Mr. Bigler is a good buddy of mine. So again, hate the team, which you do. Don't hate the guy. Okay, don't hate the man. Don't hate the woman. So again. I'm gonna put up on YouTube, see if we got any people that. Oh, we got 9 people watching right now. Okay, thank you. Sorry folks, guys on YouTube. Let me make sure that my camera is good to go, and it's not. Hang on here. Okay, that's better. That's better. I am not. We won't do the calling in yet right now. We won't be knocking out any callers yet because we're going to go. Please. Oh, I'm spewing. If you're here on Facebook, I'm going to keep Facebook up for just a little bit, okay? I'm so pissed. Thank you. Okay, okay, Heather, I just wanted to make sure because that's another thing I'm going to be talking about today. Sheila is a great Texan fan. And I just want to make sure that there's a difference in. Hello, everybody. So we got some folks here. Got Bethler and the great AJ Brayhew. So let's transition. We are transitioning in. And if you're on Facebook, we will start with the D. And now that I'm doing multis, okay, I'm doing my phone. I might do this more often as well. This way it gets people from Facebook over. I'm going to give Facebook people a little bit of the time to get over to YouTube. A little bit of a time to get over to YouTube. If you're on YouTube right now, thank you for being here because that's where we're going to be. Okay. I got 9 folks over there, which is good. So come on over to YouTube. Good night. Had a long day. I'm going to call it. Okay, I got you. Hey, Martha, I'm glad to hear that because there are fans, and I don't know who you are. But there are fans that infuriate me. And these are Raider fans, by the way. These are Raider fans, by the way. Okay? I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you. Okay? This is a wonderful salute the service. This is a wonderful salute the service sweatshirt. It is a Raider salute the service sweatshirt. Okay? Please go over to YouTube. Okay? Why is it that this wonderful salute the service sweatshirt, and I'm sorry there's not a lot of light in here. I'll try to get some more light in here. But why is this Raiders salute the service hoodie? Let's see what size it is. It's an extra large. Not quite. I can't wear it. Okay, I can't wear it. But you know what? This will be washed, and I will find a Raiderette. It's going to be a little bit big for a Raiderette. But this is going to one of my Raiderettes, one of my wenches. Why? Why in the hell? And I'm trying not to say the F word. Why in the hell is this found on the sidewalk on the way back to my hotel? Why? Why? Sheila, you're a Texans fan. But this is a great salute to service sweatshirt. Okay, I'll show it here on camera here. I'll show it here on camera here. Okay. Thank you, Robert. Robert Bigler, the Chiefs fan, said it. I don't know necessarily if the real part is there, but he said maybe dropped it in on accident. I don't think so. Why do you drop your sweatshirt? Why do you drop your sweatshirt? Because I'm envisioning a Raider fan. Brad Armstrong, good to see you as well, brother. Make sure you send me those pictures from last week. I know they were mad at the loss. I know that they were mad at the loss. I don't think they dropped it. But this infuriates me. This infuriates me. They could have been drunk. They could have been drunk. Okay? Thanks, Russ. I want to make sure I get this on here. Okay. We are on the upswing. We are on the upswing. And again, go over to YouTube, please. Go over to YouTube, please. I'm getting everybody I can. If you're watching this on Facebook, this is a preview, a courtesy preview. Because I'm about ready to go off. 75? Yeah. Thank you again. Robert Bigler, the Chiefs fan, gets it. This is a $75 sweatshirt. Minimum. 75 bones. You don't just drop a sweatshirt that's worth $75. Okay? I get that you're pissed. I'm pissed! Did you hear that? Did you hear that? If you didn't hear it, I'll say it one more time. I'm pissed! But because I'm in a hotel room and I don't want the cops to be called, I will try to refrain. I will try to refrain from emotional, loud outbursts. Okay? Emotional, loud outbursts. If you're on Facebook, thank you. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. And I need a little bit more. Denise, is that Denise Fonts? If that's Denise Fonts, let me know, because it says fonted. If that's Denise Fonts, let me know. On to your Lakers. Oh, okay, AJ, you want to go on to your Lakers? They lost to the Clippers. They lost to the Clippers. I haven't been paying attention other than that. Well, okay. I haven't. Denise, good to hear from you. Thank you. Heathers, thank you for being there. Okay, I'm pissed too. You're not over it either, Keelan. Neither am I. If you are watching on Facebook, please go over to YouTube. This is a courtesy, what do you call it, a layover, a courtesy layover. Raider War yet? Go over to YouTube. I know you're already over there before. Go over to YouTube. I will be taking calls, and the reason why I say that is if you want to listen to the calls, you got to be on YouTube. If you want to listen to the calls, you got to be on YouTube. Because the YouTube is the computer over here that has the calls. Okay? I'm making sure Yeah, okay, good. Because I don't have, I'm watching the YouTube and the sound's not there, so we won't have the double sound. That's good. I'm furious as well. And again, I apologize. Full voice in Oakland. There you go, Russ. I love Russ. Russ, I miss you, brother. I miss you. Share this up, please, on Facebook. Thank you there, Miss Warriette. I love Warriette. She's awesome. Denise, you definitely need to go. I'm glad you're over on. I'm glad you're over there on YouTube. Okay. How do we throw away a game? Throw away a game just like people throw away their sweatshirt. And this I'm going to leave you with. I don't know how long I've been on Facebook. I don't know how long I've been on Facebook. If you are on Facebook, please go to YouTube. www.youtube.com/C/Captain Jack Rackham Levy. I think I have it in the title. Keelan from Facebook, still not over that loss. Thanks, Keelan, for going over there. Steve Chapman, thanks for coming over there. Irma Rodriguez, please go over to YouTube. I'm not that pissed. The Raiders are right in the mix. I get it, Mike, but see, this one game, and Mike, please go over to YouTube. Please go over to YouTube because I'm going to be taking calls in a minute. And this is how much I'm going to say that why this game is that important. This game is that important. Thanks, Clem. Again, if you're watching on Facebook, thank you. Go to YouTube and get the feed from YouTube feed. It's live right now. Please send that on to Facebook because this is important. They were talking about throwing a game away. It's like somebody that threw that sweatshirt away. They threw the sweatshirt away. If you're a real fan, you don't drop a sweatshirt. Not on the sidewalk. Not on the sidewalk. Threw it away. Threw it away. Okay. Thank you for being here on Facebook. Please go to YouTube. Check the link. If you're here on Facebook and you go to YouTube, that link is live. Please share the link on Facebook, on YouTube to Facebook. Please share the YouTube link on Facebook. Captain, we were looking good. We just got to click. Okay, Ray. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. But we'll talk about it. Okay, we're gonna start with somebody that I'm sick and effing tired of doing boneheaded things. Boneheaded things. And his name is John effing Gruden. I said it. John effing Gruden. If you're here, go to YouTube right now. Please. I'll see you over there. And we'll see you over there. And thank you. I will pop this out on Facebook. I'm over here on YouTube. We'll see you over there. All right. Facebook is done. Whoop. Shut up, Captain Jack. Here we go. Share that up. Thank you. Whoop. Okay, I got it. Welcome to my show. Welcome to my show. I said it, and I'm going to explain it. Do I need more light? I think I need more light. Hang on. Is that better? Sorry. I tried. I'm going to show that, Ed. I'm mad at Gruden. Okay. Here it is. Here it is. By the way, thank you for watching. Please share this link up. Thank you, Johnny Jimenez. Share this link up. Get it up to those people on Facebook so that they know what they're missing. I am going to take calls. Why you got mad at Chucky? Oh! I'll tell you why I'm mad at Chucky. And Ed Winchell just said it. He let the cat out of the bag. John Gruden, if you know that the officials are not going to overturn an offensive pass interference call. What? Jimmy Farrell. Wait. Jimmy Farrell. I'm trying to cut you off. Jimmy Farrell. Okay? I'll open up the phones in a minute. And by the way, I don't want to hear any basketball. The elder AJ may say something about his Lakers, but other than that, I don't want to hear no basketball. I don't want to hear about any hockey. I got baseball on behind me. Okay? Because I don't want to watch football right now when I'm this pissed. Okay? I'm this pissed. And I'm trying to do the comments. Thank you. If you're here right now, make sure that you are sharing this, if you can, please, sharing this to Facebook. And share it out. KC's down 14-0. That's the best news I've heard all day. That's the best news I've heard all day. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to come back to, okay, first let me tell you why I'm pissed off at Chucky. Oh, did I? If it's offensive pass interference, and it's obvious offensive pass interference, and it was obvious, the flag was correct for once, you just wasted a timeout. You just wasted a timeout. Now, granted, it was in the first half, which isn't by rule or by thought as more important than the second half. So that's why I'm mad at Chucky. He's done it at least 3 times. 3 times. Yeah, that's the challenge. Wasted it. Because I tell you what, I like the play. It was a pick play. And they're done all the time. But Renfro being a rookie, and I'm not hating on Renfro, he's a rookie. And he needs to learn how to act better. You know what I'm saying? He needs to take some acting classes. Need to take some acting classes. Go. Okay, good night, Heather. You take care. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here, Heather. Challenge with the motion is Dusty. Thank you. He's our coach, and I like Gruden. I like Gruden. Hang on. That's my remote control. The series is too loud. Damn it. Oh, there it is. Hang on. Yes, ladies, I have pants on. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Wow, man, that is loud. Okay. I am mad at the D. I am mad at the D, Doug. But they played better today. They played better today than they did last week. And I tell you what, one of the ultimate FUs was Garyon Conley actually making plays. The ultimate FU. Garyon Conley making plays. Yeah, okay. I don't got the full information in front of me there. Who's that? Keelan Elliott? I think it is. Yeah. 30 first downs, you're going to lose. Okay? Can't put a game on the D's hands for anything. That's true. The weather was hot. Weather was hot, by the way. And Mr. Wombat, I didn't think it was offensive passes. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was a pick play. And he went right up into the guy that took him off the route. Now, here's the thing. Don't throw the flag. Don't throw the flag if you know it's not going to be overturned. Did Conley give up 2 touchdowns? Wow. And I apologize. Some of the times I was out in the outside of the stadium in the area, and we scored touchdowns twice. We scored touchdowns twice, and I didn't quite see. And by the way, thank you and congratulations to Raider Nation, because that stadium, and Sheila will attest to this, that stadium was almost half Raider fans. Record 24 points is enough to support this defense, and that was pass interference on Conley at the end. Yo! Yeah, yes, it was pass interference on Conley. And that's another thing. Guess what? We've been saying it all year. We've been saying it all year. Raiders, 11 on 22. 11 on 11 plus the 10 or 11 officials that are on the field. Okay? The stadium rocked. I couldn't even tell who made the plays when I was outside getting Coke. Not this variety, but liquid variety. I couldn't tell who made the plays because they were both loud. So something happened, and I would look up and it would be the Raiders made a play. The Raiders made a defensive play. So, but if Waller schooled Conley, that's great. That's great. But the one play where the guy, the receiver dropped the ball at the end, that should have been pass interference on. And I didn't see it was Conley, but because my vantage point, I couldn't see it. And by the way, thank you for being here. If you can, please, share this on Facebook. Change that when we win more big bucks. So I hope so. I hope so, Keelan. I hope so. Here's the other thing, and this is the coup de grace. Kind of like, the ending to The Usual Suspects. And remember, poof, he's gone. Hey, Dre, good to see you over here. Here's the deal. Could have threw the challenge flag in one of those other 2 places, actually won it, which should change the game, but our defense gave that one up. Okay, I got it. Hey, there are people here still. There are people here still that say they want to lay the loss on Carr. Let's say this. Somebody get and I know you guys are getting the stats. Okay, hardcore, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I swear. I will open up the phones in a minute. Hardcore, I got you. Thank you. I will open up the phones in a minute. But I want to get these thoughts in. I'm going to open them up. Derek Carr does not play defense. Derek Carr does not play defense. Let me say that one more time. Oh, I'll give you a mathematical for you, okay? I'll give you a mathematical. Somebody show me on, how they do the count. How many defensive plays did Derek Carr play today? Hardcore, I will open it up. Thank you. Agree with Kenny. Thank you. No, you can't blame it on Carr. And did somebody asked me, did Incognito really hold? Did incognito really hold? I don't think so. I don't think so. But I mean, don't look at it at rose-colored glasses. Don't look at it at rose-colored glasses. Okay? Okay, if he held, then he held. Thank you. Because I mean, again, from my vantage point, it looked like a clean. You know, you can't see everything, and when you're watching it on TV, you get the benefit of the doubt. Okay, I'll agree there. But I guarantee you as well. It was defensive pass interference on Conley. It was defensive pass interference on Conley, and I'll tell you one other thing. And you guys tell me this as well, okay? It was a fumble by DeAndre Hopkins. Let me say that again. It was a fumble by DeAndre Hopkins. Okay. Time to cut, trade, Worley. Okay. Well, who are we going to get? When you know at the end of the game that the defense is grabbing at the ball so that they can get possession of the ball, it's obvious that the defense is going to go after the ball and they're going to try to get a fumble. It was a fumble. It was a fumble. And it pissed me off because you get the ball back, and who knows what happens. You get the ball back, you get the fumble, but I'm overall I'm very happy with our play. But I'm gonna go one more thing on it. One more thing, okay? And now I'm going to open up the phone lines. Why is this game important? It's important a couple different ways. First off, it's a loss to an AFC opponent. When it comes down to playoff making rules, obviously a conference loss is more important than a non-conference loss. Those losses we had at Green Bay and Minnesota aren't as heavy as they are for conference losses. We lost to the Chiefs, and now we've lost to the Texans. Now the other thing is this, okay? If it comes down to a wild card, and I'm hoping that the Raiders will. Somebody was saying that we're gonna win the next 3. Good. I hope so. I don't know how Detroit played today, but I think the Raiders will come in there and play well against Detroit. And I saw that San Diego. Or sorry, I got to throw $1 in the SD jar. Los Angeles won today. So, didn't want to lose the call, but that's why you wait for a definitive play like that. I got you. Okay, Detroit won. Detroit's not a pushover. So, we're 3-4 right now. We could be 4-4. We could be 3-5. Gotcha. Chargers helped our draft. Okay. Now I'm going to open up the phone lines. Okay, let me get Google Hangouts in. Okay, now I'm opening up the phone line. Let me put this up. Get it there. Oh, my phone's talking to me. All right, phone line is up. 813-699-0834. I'm in decent shape for walking all that, for what was coming over. Because, again, it's got to be at least 2 miles. I mean, that's nothing, but, when you're walking by yourself and I got all this gear, it's kind of like, when Marines play. There we go. Okay, unknown caller, you're going to have to, there's a 404 that's calling. I'm going to have to go with them first, okay? Okay. Remember, everybody gets at least 5 minutes. Who am I talking to?
This is Gamel.
Gamel. Gosh darn it! I know your name is in my phone, but it does not show up yet. I apologize, shipmate.
That's okay, sir. That's
okay. Can everybody hear Gamel? Gamil?
Oh.
I hope so. Hopefully so. Go ahead, there, partner.
Oh, yeah. I just want to say it was a tough loss today. The only thing I want to, first of all, just apologize for the way that I blasted Derek Carr last week, because I did. But today he played a flawless game. So this loss was definitely not on Derek Carr.
No.
If I could pinpoint it, Captain Jack, I would have to say, and I hate to say this because I think that he played a good game, I would have to say those 3 drops by Terrell Williams killed us, because it hindered our drives. You know what I mean?
I got
you. And I mean, and Derek Carr placed the ball perfectly in their hands. And the other play was the last touchdown that Houston had scored. Arden Key has been criticized for not finishing sacks, and that was the one play that he did not finish the sack.
Yeah.
Instead of just bringing him down, you're going to try to swing him around, and he gained his footing and ended up completing a touchdown pass. So it was a tough loss today. I loved how our Clemson guys stepped up. Trayvon Martin, I think, played a good game. He almost had a pick 6. We all know about the Renfro touchdown.
Whoa. Trayvon Martin? Mullen.
I'm sorry. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Mullins. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get political on here. I'm so sorry, Captain Jack. I mean, Mullins.
No, I don't.
I'm so sorry.
I don't need political stuff, big guy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I love you, brother, but please. No, not Trayvon Martin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Trayvon Mullen, he almost had a pick 6. I thought he played pretty good today. We all know about the Renfro touchdown. And Clelin Ferrell, even though he didn't get a sack, he did have a key block today. I know, overall, if there's a silver lining, I mean, I think, like you said earlier, our defense definitely played better than what they did last week. But yeah, clearly, you can't drop balls if Derek Carr is placing the ball straight in your hand.
Yeah.
I'll get off the air so you can give me your opinion.
Okay, well, obviously, Gamel, thank you for calling, brother, and I'm gonna let you go. And always great hearing from you. I said, folks, I love regulars. Make sure the word gets out. We got a little over 400. I want my 1,000, and I'm gonna let Jimmy Key call in. Thanks again, there, Gamel.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Okay, Jimmy Farrell, you're on, brother. No hockey, no baseball, just football, brother.
What the hell was that guy watching? What game was he watching? That defense sucked today. What, are you kidding?
Okay. Talk to me.
Do you know they have the second worst red zone defense in the league?
Who's they? The
Raiders.
Okay. So
the second worst.
So if they get in the red zone, they're going to give up a touchdown.
How many times did they punt the ball the second half? Once? Twice? Are you kidding me?
I think
they're not going nowhere this year with this defense.
No.
They're looking at 8-8 this year.
Okay.
It's the same garbage with this team.
Okay, Jimmy, I'm going to give you that. That's true. To a couple different points. God, turn off my phone. My phone is listening to me. Okay. First off, the defense played better than last week. Yes or no?
I think it's pretty much almost even. What did Clelin Ferrell do today? He blocked somebody?
Okay.
Big fucking deal.
Okay.
The only one who played on defense was Crosby.
Okay. Second question. Okay.
Okay.
How many games do we have left?
What are we? 7. We got 9 games.
9 games. Okay, good. Your math's good. I'm giving you a little bit of crap, but we have 9 games left. We have 3 wins.
And they may not win next week. I tell you that.
Oh, and I don't know. I don't say that. I don't know.
That ain't going to be an easy game. I'm telling you.
It's not going to be an easy game, and I will be there. And I tell you what, I want nothing short of well, we can't have a perfect game, but a near perfect game by everybody. I'm sorry, Jimmy.
Was like striking legs or something back there.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. You were breaking up, brother. Say it one more time.
I said the quarterback we used to could have like breakfast, lunch, and dinner back there. Well, the time he had today.
Well, I will say this though: the defense had at least 3 sacks. Correct?
Okay. How did the secondary do? Did you see Bear? He posted a video on Facebook today?
Did I say what?
You know what he did? He posted a video today, which I'm totally satisfied with why he put it on there. Because this play, Houston, stayed back for a pass, and I forgot who the secondary guy. He takes a step backwards and lets the receiver go past the first down mark, wide open.
Now, who says, you said somebody posted a video?
Raider. This video, which sums up the Raiders' defense today.
Okay.
Go check it out. You'll be amazed. I'm totally with Bear, 100%.
Okay. No, Johnny, I'm not gonna post that. No, I'm not gonna post that. No personal attacks, please. I say this and I guarantee.
And if anybody's on this line, on this show tonight, and they don't agree with me, I don't know what game you guys watching. I'm telling you.
Well,
I'm set up with this team, really, and I don't even know if I want to go to that Jet game now. The way they're playing, this is pathetic. It's the same crap for the past 20, 25 years. Okay. 1 year's the defense, next year's the offense. Here comes another year for the defense. A year after that, it's never 100% the whole entire team. Never. Maybe the last time Super Bowl when they went to the Super Bowl.
Okay. Now, folks that are saying that I got to cut off Jimmy Farrell, call in. Cut him off yourself, okay? Oh, there you go, Jimmy. I do got to call you. I do got to cut you off. All right, brother.
Okay, later.
All right. Remember, everybody gets 5 minutes at least. Okay, everybody gets 5 minutes. Ron, talk to me, brother. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Captain Jack?
Oh, just another fun day here at the circus.
Exactly, and to the point of Jimmy and everything. I mean, are we looking at 2 different teams from last year to this year? I think we're doing a whole lot better.
We are, but I'm still mad
We
today.
have led the game. We have led the game the entire time until the end, and let's not even talk about the refs.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the refs last, Ron. Let's talk about the refs last. Okay. And by the way, if you like what you're watching, thumbs up, please. And if you like what you're watching, share it out. I want more people to know that we have good discussions here on after the game.
Absolutely. I'm going to do that as soon as I get off the phone and definitely share it on. But long story short, I was sitting there watching the game and everything, and I was cheering for every single touchdown. And I would say and everything, they held them at bay the best they could.
Okay.
And also nobody's taking into account the injuries, the rookies that we got.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not clicking on all 4 cylinders and everything. It was not a bad loss like it was last week against the Green Bay Packers. But how frustrating was this team last year?
Oh yeah. And I think I said this many times. I said if the Raiders improved 100%, if they improved 100%, they're still 8-8. That's
absolutely.
That's a 100% improvement, and they're only 8-8. I think that they have the wherewithal to be better than 8-8 if they play up to potential. And this is
absolutely.
And remember, I am a analytical person. I'm not a rose-colored glasses person. I'm telling you guys like it is. This is why I'm mad. I get mad when I know that the Raiders lost a game that they should have won. I get mad at that. I get really pissed off at that. And they lost today, and they should have won. Do you not agree with me there, Ron?
Absolutely. I agree 100%. We should have won that game and everything. But, I mean, we're not perfect.
No.
And, and all the name calling, and I hear it all the time, and, it's Carr's fault. And I had to use something you said last week. Did Carr play any snap of defense? No.
No.
That's not his job.
That's right. He's not my job, man.
And, and people get so upset and everything. I mean, hey, I would be surprised if we're going to the Super Bowl. Okay, if we would and everything, if we lose the Super Bowl, then we'd be the first loser.
Yeah.
I'd rather for them to click on all 4 cylinders and everything and keep the look who we injured. We injured J.J. Watt. We injured their quarterback for a freak accident.
Wait a second. We injured J.J. Watt?
Yeah. With his shoulder. Think about it.
Wow. See, I did not pick up on that. I thank you for telling me that.
Yeah.
I did not pick up on that.
J.J. Watt was going after 28 and everything, and normally he do his little celebration. He went to the sideline, and he lifted his arm. He kind of did a curl with his arm, and he was out of the game.
I did not notice that. Thank you for telling me that. Like I said, when you're at the game and you can't watch it, you don't pick up on that.
Absolutely. I would definitely suggest to look at the highlights of the game.
Out for the season.
And
wow.
Furthermore,
now I saw that we hurt Watson. I saw that we hurt Watson. Yeah, I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, am I upset that we lost today? Absolutely. But you know what? Hopefully they take all this anger and bring it back home to Oakland against the Detroit Lions, because we all know the NFC North is the best division. It is by a hairline that these guys own.
Okay. Well, if they can, if they can knock out J.J. Watt, and they can knock out, and they like I said, when the guy next to me was clapping for what would ultimately be the winning touchdown, I said you might want to look at your quarterback because he didn't get up.
Exactly. I mean, the quarterback and everything, what happened was a shoe went literally inside his helmet into his eye. This guy got a black eye. And, they was attending to him and everything, and you could see the little washcloth that they had and everything had blood in it.
Okay.
So, at the end of the day, people forget this is a brutal sport. That's why it's only 16 games. People don't understand and everything. Like, it's so easy for people to say, yeah, we should have done this, and everything, until they get out on the field and do it themselves. I understand they're professionals, but it is what it is. And like I said, hey, you either Raider or you're not and everything. Of course, everybody's upset that we lost. But, hey, we got to take it.
I got you. And, hey, thanks for... I'll say thanks for that. Like I said, there are things that I can't pick up on because I'm stewing watching the game. Okay?
Absolutely.
I'm stewing.
Absolutely. We all know at the game how emotional it is. People don't understand the emotions that involve. It is a roller coaster ride at the game, and especially if you have like a 2 or 3 point different game and everything, you on the edge of your seat.
Yeah,
I don't think people really understand that. It's a difference between watching it on TV and actually being there.
Yeah. I mean,
I wish people would realize that and everything. Once you at the game and everything, man, it's an emotional roller coaster. And God forbid the people that pay thousands of dollars to fly there and have to take that flight of shame back home.
Hey, Ron, that's awesome, and you're getting a lot of positives for people that were liking what you're saying. So make sure you give some love to Ron, give some thumbs up, because it's all a group effort here, and Ron is doing well. Ron, anything else out the door?
Nope, that's it. Anybody want to knock me out, call in.
Okay, you find and you shall get. All right, take care, partner.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, 719, who am I talking to?
This Hardcore Raider.
Okay, good, Hardcore. And I know I have you in my phone, too. For some reason, some people don't show up. Now I know.
Oh, you don't love me.
Oh.
You don't love me. That's it, huh?
Screw you. And I'll tell you why.
Gotta give you something to laugh about, man. I know it's a crappy day, man.
Here's the thing. You showed up here on this phone. Wait, let me get it here. You showed up here on this phone, okay? But when you go to like the Google Hangouts with the phone call in, it didn't show up there. And sometimes, like I said, if there's a caller in, I won't get that extra message. So screw you. No, Doc Cabral, you gotta wait. Doc Cabral, you gotta give everybody at least 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, stand by. Let me do the transition. I apologize, Doc, but no. Okay, let me get you all squared away, hardcore. Okay, transition, go. What's going on, brother?
Well, it was a tough loss, but I don't know, like, this one, like, I don't know, I really wanted us to win, and I don't know why I'm not as, like, upset as, like, I probably should be. Normally I'm pretty heated, but
yeah,
I felt like we really competed, and I felt like the changing momentum was definitely the refs, but, I saw a lot of positives besides our defense. I didn't think our defense held up, but at the same time, I mean, if you look at some of the players that the Texans have, I mean, that's a hard team to stop.
Yeah.
However, the flip side to that is they had like 2 offensive linemen hurt, and then a third one, a wide receiver hurt. Like, some things are lined up in our favor to give us some advantages. And we had some, we've dealt with a lot of injuries and stuff. Finally get Hudson back, and then he gets hurt. But
yeah, and
that guy James,
James
that filled in.
Yeah, I was going to say that I did not see any problems with the snaps between James and Carr. I don't know did anybody know what the prognosis is for Rodney Hudson?
I personally don't, but James, I don't know if you guys remember, but James did really awesome in the preseason, and I was really excited that we kept him. That was one of the guys I was like, oh, please keep him. And then, that was before Hudson got his contract extension, but it just goes to show that, keeping a guy like that is huge. So, I think he filled in. He's definitely not a Rodney Hudson, but I think he did pretty well.
Good.
And Carr, he didn't get sacked. He got rushed a few times. Like, my opinion of the game is there's maybe, I don't know, just offhand, I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 balls that could have been maybe a little bit better throws from Carr.
Uh-huh.
But like all in all, like I think Derek Carr did pretty good. And I've been a huge Carr supporter, but after the Vikings game and the Chiefs game, like, I went all in on him because, that's just not good enough. They're going to draft a quarterback if he plays like he did against the Vikings and the Chiefs or whatever. But, I think, I personally think Carr is, there's a lot of Carr haters out there, and it's like, it's 2 extremes. Either people are all in on him or, people just hate him or whatever. But, my question to you is this, is that, how do you think Carr has performed this year? And then, going into the draft and just kind of seeing the future of this franchise, if you think Carr is going to be part of that?
I think they are, and hardcore. I gotta don't go away, but I gotta check these comments. Kenneth Kirksey, you can call anytime. I'm not too popular for anyone. I don't go and sniff my arms to smell my own sweat. Okay, Kenneth Kirksey, you are more than happy to call whenever you can get in there. Okay. The one other thing, Vicky Orr, I love this comment. Defense called in sick last week. Today they just went home early. They went home at the wrong time. So that's it. Hardcore, I got to let you go, though. You are on time. And I'll answer your question before when I take this call, okay?
Okay. Hey, I'll hit you up in the chat. All right, bye.
Okay, gotcha. That's hardcore. And Jared, 1 second before you start, Jared, I want to answer. Hardcore asked me about Derek Carr, and yes, I'm all in on Carr. I think that the Raiders still need to draft a quarterback next year, but it's the normal transition of getting the quarterback underneath Carr's tutelage to get him squared away so that he can come in. in year 2 and be a viable backup quarterback. Maybe we got that with Nathan Peterman. I do not know, but I know we don't got it with Deshaun Kaiser. And Mike Glennon is just a year project right now. Pittsburgh, Jared, good to hear from you, brother. What's going on?
You too, Captain Jack. How you doing? I know it was a tough one today, however, especially when JJ went down with the pec injury, however. But like you said, how I did see the post-game highlights, however, on CBS after the Patsy Brown game, however, and you're right. I mean, when you're up 24-20, you hold that lead. You don't let Watson beat you with his legs and arm, however, late in the game like he did, however. And it kind of stings, to say the least.
Doc Cabral, you're going to have to give everybody their opportunity. Doc, I hate shutting you off, but Jared's on for at least 5. Go ahead, Jared.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this was a tough one to swallow, but next week, however, I mean, the Lions, yeah, they think they're all that with Stafford, however, and they barely beat the G-Men today, but you know what, however, they could trip in this game, and I think the Raiders, after losing, however, this one, however, and losing last week, however, they're going to be fired up to come home and ready to play some inspired ball.
I think so. I think that the Raiders are going to be coming in very pissed off, kind of like I was pissed off. This game reminded me of the Denver game last year, where I actually had to walk like 2-3 miles to get back to my hotel, and I did a Facebook Live before I was doing YouTube, and it was good because it calmed me down. If you guys don't think that I was calm, oh, okay, thanks, Ken. I would never want you to think that you can't call in, Kenneth. But if you guys don't think that I was calm, you should have seen me after the game, and everybody wants to. You want to, Mike? Don't say that. That's not nice. No personal attacks here. No personal attacks here. But I was pissed off, but I needed to vent a little bit, and now that's a good thing to go over. And again, so talk to me as well, Jared. It was a hard loss, but I appreciate the fact that you think we can go and make use of the Lions. So go ahead, partner.
Yeah, like I said, I think it will be rebound time. I think the Steelers will rebound tomorrow night. Obviously, they're ready for Miami. Rudolph has practiced all week. I think they're hungry. They're going to get Fitzmagic, and there'll be no magic in that arm of his. Only pain and suffering, and I think the Steelers D is going to be very hungry for this one. They got the Colts next week. However, the Colts still have not impressed me, although they barely survived Denver today, and then of course you got the Rams after that. And the Rams, I mean, look what they did in London today with Kupp and Goff. I mean, they looked decent somewhat, however, in a way.
Well, I think the Colts are like us. I mean, we beat the Colts, and then the Colts beat the Texans, and the Texans beat us. They're not consistent. We're not consistent. So we got to get a more consistent team, and I think the Colts are there as well.
Yeah. But we'll see. Like I said, Howard, this is one that this stings, Howard. Like I said, it's been a crazy weekend when you think about some games have stung, Howard. And probably the biggest one of them all, Howard, was my college team losing to Miami. I mean, you're leading 12-10, Howard, and Miami comes back and beats you 16-12 when you make 3 turnovers in the first quarter. And Pittsburgh got beat that way, Howard. Now they got Georgia Tech in the triple option this week coming up.
Jared, you are on time, partner. I don't even have to do it next. Thanks for calling in, brother, and we'll hear from you again.
See you later. Bye.
All right. That was Jared, and he was right at 5 minutes. I was calling Doc. You got to give people 5 minutes, brother. Doc.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, you're
you
on,
me
Doc.
Up?
Yes, you are on.
Oh.
Like I said, everybody gets at least 5 minutes, and I'm going to quantify this, people. Doc Cabral is a Pats fan, but he does talk football, and so don't be pissed off at the callers. If you want to call in and talk Raiders, you got to call in and talk Raiders. Go ahead, Doc.
I caught glimpses of the game. Derek Carr's a really good player. He really does it well. He reads and he does the right things. I'll be honest with you. I know why you're pissed off, but just don't be pissed off at me. That's all.
I'm not pissed off at you, Doc. I like I said, when I clicked you off, it's because the callers hadn't had their time in yet, so that's why I said, Doc, got to call back and let the callers in. Now, Jared was up at 5, which is why I got him off and I put you on.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
You got it.
Yeah, the only hiccup I had for you was you mentioned the questionable not interception. What was it called?
Are you talking about the fumble that they had at the end? and it should have been a fumble that the Raiders recovered? Yes.
Yes. And I caught that and I went, well, ooh, that's ugly. Because the thing is, you got people on all sides looking, but nobody really can see. Like you were probably in the arena, so you probably couldn't see everything.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. I can see, and it was actually at that time, because remember when you're in one of these arenas and you can see the field, but they also had the big screen on at the same time. I was watching the big screen because the action was far away, and I could tell that they were wrapping him up, and they stripped the ball, and it should have been an effing fumble.
Yeah. Again, there was some stuff in that game because the Patriots weren't playing over here. They had I think it was your game was on, but I watched and I looked and I went, "Gee, man, poor guys, man. They're getting smashed, man. That's not right." But I mean, our guys played in a pouring rain, but yeah, they won. But I mean, the rain was terrible. It was awful.
Well, no, let me, and I'm going to piss you off. What patsy, pun intended, did you guys play today?
Who?
What patsies did you guys play today? You know how you say that there's the AFC least, and you guys play in the AFC least, and you're the Cheatriots, but you also play patsy teams. So which patsy team did you guys play today?
Oh God.
Who'd you play, Doc?
Huh?
Who'd you play?
Who did we play with?
Yeah.
It was the Cleveland Browns.
Case in point.
Yeah, it was. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was more like a scrimmage than an actual game. But you know what? They tried. They really tried. But their head coach has to go.
Okay. Well, and again, Doc Cabral is a longtime friend of mine, and I still love him even though he's a Cheatriots fan. So, and like I said, everybody's allowed to call in with their stuff. Okay, so that's why I said, hey, everything else going okay for you, Doc?
No, man, cool. We're looking at maybe going back east eventually, but we'll see what happens with that when the time comes.
Okay, well, make sure you keep in touch, and I definitely want to see you before I'm in the ground 6 feet under and reclined.
And don't forget your December obligation too. Remember?
Yes, I will remember. I will remember Hanukkah. I got it.
Okay, good. And I'll let you go. And just to remind you, love you, brother. Take care.
Love you too as well. Thanks again, Doc.
Bye.
All right, that's Doc, which means the line is open. So if you got some things to say, now's the time. 813-699-0834. And it wasn't quite 5 minutes, Jimmy. It was actually at 4.5. I got the timer on the phone. So 4.5. We did hear from Jimmy Farrell. Matt Marinovich, I love to hear from. I'd love to actually hear you call in one time there, brother. Raiders have the toughest schedule in the league. Pats have the easiest. That's true. And Doc Cabral, make sure you listen about this. What is the rumor about Tom Brady leaving after this year? What is that rumor? I'd like to hear that. And Matt Custer, I agree. The Raiders do need a number one receiver, and I think that they're going to get that in the draft. The Raiders, and when I say the Raiders are going to draft a quarterback this year, or in the 2020 draft, I didn't say first round. Okay, here's the thing. Derek Carr is a second-round quarterback, and he's not a franchise quarterback because a franchise quarterback, you know who a franchise quarterback is. Derek Carr is a great quarterback at his level. So you don't need and I'm gonna say that effing name, TB12 was a 4th-round quarterback. Okay? Joe Montana, I know, was not a first-round quarterback. I don't remember when he was drafted. So you don't necessarily agree, or need, I should say, apologies. You don't need a first-round quarterback. you can strike it rich with a lower draft pick. So that's it. Your ears are burning? In what respect, Becky? Oh. I didn't even say his name. I said his initials and his number. So I kind of drew it in. Brady is selling his house and his trainer. His contract's up this year. I know. Oh, he was not 199. He was 199. And I'm going to tell you this, and this is me, okay? If Tom Brady goes anywhere, I said his name. If Tom Brady goes anywhere, no, it's not the Bears. No. If Tom Brady goes anywhere, he's going to Tennessee. Why? Look who their coach is in Tennessee. Okay? Look who their coach is, and they're buds. And Tennessee doesn't have a quarterback. About doing a podcast with it. Okay, Howard, I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll figure out what we're doing. Tommy Beard. Blast from the past. Tommy Beard, how you doing, brother?
I'm fine.
What's going on, brother?
Not much. I just want to let people know that want to crush key for the arm tackling. Get ready, because this is where the league's going to. Because when you hit these quarterbacks, like you're supposed to, run through them, what happens?
You get a penalty.
We've seen it already earlier I believe it might have been earlier in the draft. If I'm 100%, it was Max that had roughing the quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and today's call was bullshit too.
Yes. And it's, if you pay attention, it's certain quarterbacks getting the calls. Because I've had 1 o'clock matchups. I came home, gave me in from Pittsburgh, because I went to the Miami Pitt game yesterday. I came in, I was just flipping through channels till the Raiders game came on. Game over, and I turned it on, I flipped it over to see what Tampa was doing. Jameis Winston was getting murdered.
And I'm glad
there was a play where Winston's head was almost decapitated. There was no flag. Certain quarterbacks are getting calls.
Exactly. This is a league of you're either a favorite quarterback or you're not. And I was talking about that with the guy that was sitting next to me. He says, certain quarterbacks are going to get their calls. And Deshaun Watson is now in a favored status. Derek Carr is not. Derek Carr has had several different plays this year where the opposition should have had defensive personal fouls on them, and they didn't. And you're right on, Tommy. You're definitely there.
You're going to start seeing arm tackling. Now, 2. It's funny how defense gets pass interference. Face mask called.
Hey, Steve, not quite yet. Tommy's not there yet. Tell Steve he's still got about a couple minutes.
You do not get offensive face mask on the stiff arm.
Okay.
There were 2 plays. The running back should have been
Carlos Hyde. Yes.
Pass.
Yeah.
There should have been offensive face mask on this stiff arm. Call it, and that's bullshit.
Oh, that's. I will give you that. I didn't. Again, when I'm sitting in the stands, I don't see it right away. So yeah, I'm sure
it was in right. It was in the third quarter when we had them 3rd and 8, 3rd and whatever, and they ran a draw play. He had a hold of Harris's face mask when he stiff started.
Okay.
No call. 2, and I'll end it like this, and whoever call win.
Okay.
It's funny how Conley, yes, he's still trash. It's funny how Conley changes the color of his uniform, and he does not get a defensive holding or a defensive pass interference.
Yeah.
When he's got it all year long.
Yep.
And you're not telling me he's learned technique.
You still there, Tommy?
In a week.
Oh, okay. There you go. There, yeah, they came back. I tell you what. Remember the old expression when Jerry Rice said that he couldn't believe that when he was over here, and Tom Rathman said the same thing when they were on the Niners, that they would get all of these different calls, and when they went to the Raiders, how they got the stupidest calls on them because they were wearing the silver and black. You are right, Tommy. Straight on, Tommy Beard. You're good to go, brother. That's correct.
And I'm gonna end like this because it's hate week. Fuck you, Florida State. We come to Charlotte Casium, badass.
Good to hear from you, man. Thanks again for calling in. Tommy, you still there? We lost Tommy, but you know what? That was awesome. It is Hate Florida State week. That's funny. Always, Tommy Beard, always good hearing from you, brother. Let's see here. It's ready. There you go. Line is open. 813-699-0834. One thing that I was going to say on college, it's like next week for me, it's Florida, Georgia. So that'll tell you a lot. And hopefully we'll see a good things about that. Line is open, 813-699-0834. I don't even know how long I've been on. But again, if you enjoy what you've been watching, thanks for giving me some thumbs up. And it's always a pleasure. That's the only thing. That is the only thing I don't like about YouTube, is that I don't, unless I know where my starter is. Oh, you know what? I do know where my starter is. Hang on. I do know where my starter is. It should be on here. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I've been on for an hour and 6 minutes. So thank you. That's good. Thank you. Casey's up by 3. Wow. Man. You would think, and I'm gonna lay into some Packer fans. If KC wins, I'm gonna lay into some Packer fans. Steve, I apologize. Like I said, I got to give people their time in. So thank you for calling back, brother.
Sure, no problem, Captain. I apologize to you, Tommy. Yeah, I know what the call he's talking about. Where I noticed that they showed it up on the jumbotron when he was grabbing Harris's face mask on that play. Okay,
yeah, I missed it, but again, sometimes I didn't see it, and by the way, I want to give Houston Steve some big props for meeting me today and getting good. I hope our picture turns out, brother. It's fantastic. So if you're ever in Houston, or if you want to have some good gouge about historical football, make sure that you are getting together with Steve Hawes. Giving you your props, brother. Always good to hear from you as well.
It's always great to hear you, Captain, and see you today. We had a lot of great times. I just want to tell everybody wanted a picture taken with you, Captain. It's always great to see that, how much people love to see fans of the other team. And what a friend of mine, he and his wife were in from Berkeley, and they said everybody that was really nice to him today. So I didn't see any fights. Everybody got along. It was it might have been a little bit spirited, but it was all in good fun. But I wanted to tell you that my sister went down to pick me up and everything. She dropped me off because I worked some today, just briefly. And she says, I was amazed. She says, I looked around. The Raiders Nation travels well. She said, I can't tell you how many black jerseys I saw. Little people, younger people, older people. She said it was like a sea of black out there.
Yeah. And
we were loud, weren't we, Captain?
We were. And that's why I said that. And now, granted, you know that I'm very superstitious. So when I was up in the atrium area and I was getting myself the drinks, and the Raiders scored twice. When I was up there, I told people, I told Sheila, the one young lady that was that I got a chance to meet. Love Sheila, great lady. I said, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to my seat because when I go back to my seat, the Raiders don't do as well. So when the Texans scored, I think it was 10. I said, okay, now there's that time where I can go back to my seat. Because that portion of the jinx is over. So I went back to my seat and I watched the fourth quarter. And again, the Texan fans were great. For the most part, I didn't have any issues with them. But what I did have an issue with, and is, I guess, it was a tight game. It was a good close game. And then when they won, then the mouthiness started to come out. I just can't. I hate that. It's like you were a good fan the entire game, and then the mouthiness comes out. So it's
what it is, though, Captain. I was at that playoff game in 2016, and they were doing the same thing. Once they got the lead, I think we had the lead, like somebody told me, like 95% of the game until the very end. But here's the thing I wanted to tell you. I wanted to tell you a historical thing, if I could, for a second. Then I wanted to talk about Deshaun. The historical thing was, remember back in the day, they traded Kenny Stabler for Dan Pastorini straight up.
Yes.
And remember, they got Dave Casper, and of course, I was a huge Dave Casper fan and Tatum fan, and Tatum played. But there was one game in the Astrodome, I know you've seen this, as we all have, Raider fans, where it was a goal line stand. Tatum came up, hit Earl Campbell straight on. He was the only person that ever stopped Earl. Earl kind of staggered sideways, and he fell into the end zone. Earl said that was the hardest hit he's ever taken in his life. And actually, Jack was on the team for 1 year, I believe, and they became best friends. But they show it on NFL films about the time that Tatum hit him straight on, and Earl stumbled and just kind of fell, he stumbled to the side and fell into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, no, I saw that, and that good historical practices. By the way, folks, I'm glad that Sheila. I'm so glad you're still here, Sheila. Sheila is my wonderful, lovely, awesome Texans fan. I'm glad you're still here. Read the comments, and it said, and I agree with her 100%. Thank God, me and Danny are not those fans. She's not, and I'm not blasting your fan base, Sheila. You know that. I'm making real comments. The fact is that when the game was out, like it was like, there was nothing going on, and then you have the 2 minute, when they got the first down, and then it's the 2 minute warning, so the game's over. Then all I hear is chirping. I hear chirp, 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 because up to that time the game was still in doubt. And I actually, there was a Raider fan behind me, a young lady who was really mouthy, that was talking with this other young lady who was a Texans fan with her boyfriend or husband, and I had taken pictures with them, and they were awesome people, and the Raider fan was chirping at her, and I said, listen, wait a second, come on now. The Texans fan was saying, hey, Captain Jack was like really nice to us and was the most awesomest fan and things like that. And I was saying, hey, okay, game is over. And I was talking to the Raider gal. I said, just, leave it alone. She was, but she was correct in the fact that it's the Raiders playing 11 on 22. And that is true. The Raiders are playing 11 on 22. So again, no, Sheila, it's not you, Sheila. I love you to death, but there was some chirping going on. And especially when I got outside the stadium and I was like, the mouthiness was like, dude, it was a close game up until the very end, and I was pissed about that call, the fumble that was not called, and it could have been a difference maker for the Raiders. I'm not saying that it would have, but give us the opportunity to see if it is a difference maker. Give us the call.
Captain, don't you think that as a Raider fan that we're always fighting the referees? I mean, we're always known as the most penalized, or on the very top of the most penalized, and that hit that Deshaun Watson took, I seen Mahomes take that same hit, and he got the benefit of the doubt, and they got unsportsmanlike. Unfortunately, what's Crosby supposed to do? Stop in midair and not go forward on a play like that? That is the most ridiculous call that I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and again, I hope that. Yeah, there you go. And Sheila said it was hate the team, not the fans. That's true.
And you know what it is? I wanted to tell people this, and this is something that you all know, Captain. When we put on the colors of the silver and black, we're ambassadors of the Raiders. We want to have people remember us as good fans, not that kind of fan. And you've always been an example of you're one of our best ambassadors that we've ever had and everything, as far as the way you conduct yourself, and you're very personable, and you're professional and everything, and the way you carry yourself, because when you put on the Prairie outfit, I know it's not something you take casually. It's something that you pride yourself in as far as being an ambassador. So I always tell people, go out and be the good fan. Be that one fan that, like, when you go to Kansas City, they said, hey, you're a Raider fan. You're actually a pretty nice guy. You're not like some of the other jerks that we run across. So they take it to that next level.
That's true. That's true. And I can't wait to go to KC and hang out with some good folks. And if I got some folks that chirp at me, then hopefully I'll be able to turn on the charm, and they can say, "Hey, he's not an asshole." And that's probably one of the greatest compliments you can get. It said, "Hey, he's not an asshole." So hey, Steve, thank you for calling. And again, and since Sheila's still here, love Sheila House Jones. If you guys ever come back over to Houston, make sure you look her up because she's awesome.
I'll have to do that myself, but I live here in Houston, so I would have a beer with her or a favorite beverage at a local place if she just wanted to watch a local game, being a sports fan. But Captain, it was great seeing you. We look forward to seeing you on the next journey, and have safe travels, and God bless, and you have a wonderful night, and go Raiders. We're going to be back, baby.
We are. And Sheila, get Steve Howes to get with you on Facebook. Like I said, great people, Steve, and Steve's wonderful, Sheila's wonderful. Y'all get together.
Sounds great. I look forward to it.
All right. Thanks again there, Steve. Take care, brother.
Take care and go Raiders.
Go Raiders.
Good seeing you, Captain.
All right. Good seeing you as well. That's Houston Steve. I had to bounce him twice on the because again I try to give everybody their time, and if you're calling in and the people are not there yet, hey Steve, make sure you get her name, friend request over on Facebook. Wonderful people, love her to death. Her husband's awesome. I had some fun with him today too. We're both ex-Navy, but he would say, "Well, you do know who my favorite team is," and I'm not gonna go there. It was funny, and that's just between Sheila, myself, and her hubby. But it's great. The line is open, 813-699-0834. Sheila, you can call in if you wish. It would be great to hear from you. Matt Custer, that's good to hear a little bit of Chuck Woolery in you. Oh, I like that. Yeah, Chuck Woolery. Hey, Chuck Woolery was on for years. Hopefully I can get this gig, and I can do something with this gig. Somebody will discover me. You know, the ex-Navy guy that does the sports and has an engaging personality. And I don't say that conceitedly. I do. I engage people because that's just the way I am. So I'd love to be that Chuck Woolery guy. Thanks there, Ken. Line is open, 813-699-0834. We've had a good show tonight. It's always good hearing from people. Remember, we are almost up to, we're over 400 subscribers. And as I tell people, yes, and Sean, who was it, Sean? Not Sean. Damn it. My boy from Misery. I'm blanking his name. He was talking about, yes, this is a Raider site. I get it. This is a Raider site, but as I said, if you want to talk about your team, and Jared calls in, and Doc Cabral calls in, if you want to talk about your team, we're going to talk about your team, because that's the way I am. And Mike Sarah, there you go. Mike, don't worry about it. I hope I didn't lose Mike, but yeah, if you got something to say, call in, because I want to hear from you, and that's why I like to do what I do. I'm glad, Vicky, I'm glad your eyes are better. Becky, it's confirmed. JJ's out for the year. Thanks, Becky Gutzler, for that. So we were looking at Keelan Elliott. Hopefully you're still here. But again, I would, if you guys hear anything about the injury to Rodney Hudson, that's important. And again, that's why we are here, to talk about different things. The last time I checked, he said that the Chiefs were winning by you let the cat out of the bag, Sheila. I was letting it be not mentioned. I was letting it not being mentioned. All right, we hearing from Mike Sarah. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Good, man. Yeah, I got something to say about it. I don't like these freaking. No, I'm just kidding. I wanted to see what your reaction was going to be. No,
I don't like
Jared's
these,
fine.
I don't like these damn sons of
Jared's fine.
bitches that don't follow the silver black. Hey, that's fine, man. That's fine. And
Jared's cool. I just get a kick out of. He always just gives you updates on everything that's going on. You know, it kind of cracks me up. But he's fine. I have no problem.
Jared is awesome, man. You know why? Because he's on the ball. Everything that he says is straight up, man. It's great.
He's cool.
If I'm missing something, Jared will call in and say, "Hey, Cap, you might have missed this." Bum 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 bum. And it's like Steve. Steve is very historically oriented, and I love all my callers. Tommy Beard is Tommy Beard. I can't even describe Tommy Beard because he's awesome. And I love everybody. I love everybody that calls in, but I want more people to call in. I want more people to call in.
Jimmy Farrell was classic Jimmy Farrell today.
Yeah.
I love him.
There you go,
I love that guy.
Yeah, Jimmy's awesome too, and that's why I enjoy doing this, because I love hearing from everybody. But I want more. I'm what is it? I'm spoiled that way. I want more. Let me make sure. I don't want to knock you out before it's time.
No.
Okay, go ahead, Mike.
No,
What's up?
two observations. Yeah, well, I just wanted about what happened in today's game. They wouldn't have called that a fumble on Hopkins. That it was really hard to tell. On TV, it really was hard to tell, and I don't think they would have overturned it. They had a Gene Salvatore, whatever that was the guy who was the famous index card guy in the Raider game against Dallas.
Gene Steratore.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hate.
He said the same thing. I can't stand that guy. Well, he basically said that he didn't think it would have been overturned. It really was hard. It would have been really difficult to overturn it, but. And then the other play, and I love Richie Incognito, but that holding call killed us, because we were on our way to at least getting into field goal range and tying that game up, and that killed us. And nothing against Richie, and it was a hold. It definitely was a hold, because it was right at the hole, and he pulled this guy away, and it allowed Jacobs to get 6 or 7 yards out of it.
And again, I'm not infallible. I can't see everything when I'm at the game. So that's why I said, hey, you guys watched the game and you had the replays and all the things. Was it really a fumble? That's why I asked last week, didn't Jacobs get over the top for the touchdown? Because from my vantage point, it looked like it. That's why I asked for you guys to give me the help and support.
No, it's tough. I know when you're at a game, you get a totally different perspective of what's going on. Tough.
Yeah. But I still try to be here to listen to
everybody. No, I mean, I think they played a great guy.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, that's cool. No, and I was just going to say, all in all, I think they played a really good game. Unfortunately, the defense just still is not able to come through for us when we really need them. I think the only game this year I really saw them do that was the Colts game, maybe, with that interception that Harris had, that pick six. That really pretty much sealed the deal for us.
Yes.
But it just seems like the defense just is always just a little short on making that one play that wins the game for us, and I wish we could just get over that hump. And because that game, I mean, Carr played a great game, and if anybody even says anything about how Carr played today, they're ridiculous. I mean, they just are a true Carr hater if you did not like the way Carr played today.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that. Carr's there. Matt Custer, you are spot on, and I agree with that. The Raiders will always be playing 11 on 22, always. And here's the thing, though, and I'm gonna say this as well for Mike, because Mike knows it as well. When the Raiders went to the Super Bowl the last time, and there are people that might remember that, when the Raiders went to the Super Bowl the last time, or when the Raiders went to the Super Bowl the time before that, which is a very long time ago, because I was like a sophomore in college, okay, or a freshman, I can't remember which. The Raiders overcome the officials and the team, and they're not there yet. They have to overcome both the team that they're playing and the officials that are calling stupid shit, because it's always going to be that way. It is always going to be that way, and that's what the gal behind me was bitching about, because she says it's like, hey, I'm sick and tired of having to watch this shit, and but it's just the way it is. The Raiders have got to be so much better than that because those missed calls, those bad calls, are going to continue to taint the games, and we're not going to get the benefits out of it. Actually, I think if you remember back in 2016, the Raiders got a lot of calls in 2016. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
we won a lot of close games and we got a lot of good calls.
Yeah, we got
on that.
Go ahead.
On that last touchdown, just to point out one other thing. That last touchdown by I can't remember who he threw it to. Fells, I guess it was. But
yeah.
Watson was where Arden Key almost got a hold of him. Arden Key was held on that play. I mean, big time he was held on that play. Don't know where the ref was for that one. And, they just never want to call those penalties on the Raiders. But he was held coming in there, and then he obviously didn't follow up with the sack. But he was definitely held. He wasn't called. I just get so sick of people or these referees not making the calls on the for the Raiders. It's always against us. And it's just been like that forever.
I agree. And here's the thing, though. If Arden Key was held, got it. But here's the thing. If Arden Key wraps up the bastard, he doesn't throw the touchdown, right? This is why I said the Raiders have got to play better than the people that they are playing and the referees. Don't give the referees the chance. Don't give the referees a chance. And that's what we have to
I agree.
That's what we have to work through. And until that happens, we're going to continue to be. And like I said, 100% improvement is 8-8, and I think we get that. But don't poo-poo any of these games. Like I said, just because we've won 3 games and we won 4 last year, don't say, well, we got this in the bag. We're going to have another 3 wins and then another 2 wins. We're going to be there's 3, 6. There's your 8 right there. Hey, maybe we're not. Because we saw that with Mahomes going out, right now Kansas City's winning. And Green Bay kicked our ass last week. Although there was points that we should have had. Right?
We can lose every game the rest of the year. That's not going to happen, but it's possible. Anything's possible. But I think this team is so much better than they were last year. They're so much farther along. I know Jimmy's upset, and I relate to that. But they're definitely so much better than what they have been. I mean, you can just see the improvement out there. You really can.
Yeah, I agree. Matt Custer's making these good comments, Matt. Matt, call in. Hard to do when we are a 2-hand touch league right now. That's right. Because this is the WWE NFL. And by the way, I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing the XFL. Before, when the XFL, years ago, I didn't care what the XFL was. But this time, this iteration of the XFL, and by the way, Mark Trestman is the coach in Tampa. So if you don't think I'm going to go out and get an autograph, get a helmet with Mark Trestman's signature on it, you guys are blind. I'm definitely going to do that. But I want to see the difference in the way that the game is called and see if it's tougher, because that's what the NFL is lacking right now. Is that it's a pansy league, and you're right, Matt. It really is. Mike, what last one out the door. Do we beat the Lions or not?
Definitely we could beat them. It's just if it'll happen, that's great. I'm not going to guarantee anything. I know we have the ability to beat them, and I think we'll come back home and we'll be refreshed, and we'll come on and we'll play hard, and hopefully we'll win. That's all I can say right now. Still a little discouraged over the loss, but that's how football is right now. Not going to win them all, but. Go Raiders, that's all I got to say, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right. Thanks again there, Mike. Always good hearing from you.
Have a good one.
All right. That's Mike Sarah. Matt Custer says he's at work. Matt, you are excused. And I'm sorry I did the sign of the cross. It's because, and no, I'm not Catholic. People that know me know I'm not Catholic, but you know how you're excused. There we go. Wow, Ed Winchell, a parting shot. Wow, that's awesome. XFL will be around for 3 weeks. I think it'll. Remember the AAF? How many games did they have? They had 7? I think it was 7, and then they folded. So now I think get what that is. And I think the XFL because it's backed by different people. Maybe it will last longer than 3 weeks. Well, Ed Winchell, I need to turn my phone down because you guys can always hear when I'm calling or when you guys are calling. And apologies there, Ed. How you doing, brother?
I'm Catholic and I'm proud of it.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being Catholic. One thing, I don't bring in politics. I don't bring in religion, because the minute you do, you lose half your audience no matter what it is, right?
I don't know. You're so lovable. I don't know how you can lose anybody, Jay.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to chance it. I'm not going to chance it. Although it was funny because I had a driver for my Uber last night, and he was Lebanese. And, I always feel weird because I do know a little bit of Arabic, and I'm talking to him as well. And then the subject came up, and I said, "Yeah," I'm not going to say anymore. I'm not going to get into trouble. But I don't want to have that go on. Don't talk religion. Don't talk politics. Just talk sports. We're good to go.
Well, I'll leave it with this: that imagine living in California. I know your audience is around the U.S. of A.
Yes.
Imagine being in California and you just heard 2 million of your fellow Californians just lost their power.
Wow.
Without any warning. Now we're at 4 million without power in Northern and Southern California without notice.
Wow. Is that because of the fires and PG&E?
Yeah. Fires and PG&E. They're just destroyed. Southern California is getting eaten up. Northern California is just burning to the ground. And the bad thing about it is it's just they're knocking power out to all these people that aren't even affected by the fires. It's surrounding areas, and you could be 100 miles away and still lose your electricity. So you can't prepare yourself. You don't have generators. But anyways, I will digress and talk about our Raiders. I was just listening to Mike talk, and it's like Mike was very reluctant to pick a win or lose, and it's hard with the Raiders.
Yeah, it
because
is.
They're not like the Pats that you can say 90% we're gonna win the game, or most teams you really can't say. But I'm not as surprised that we lost today as I was in Green Bay.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Because today we showed up.
Ed, I got to do this. Yeah. Love you, Val. Thank you for coming in. Go ahead, Ed. I had to get that before she split. Go ahead, brother.
It was fabulous for me to see a competitive football game today.
Yes, it is. Yes.
It was so nice. I mean, I sat back and, it wasn't like last week, first quarter we're down by so many points and it's the same old. And today, everybody stood up. But see, every team, I don't care what three phases of the game you're looking at, either in your secondary, your defense, or offense, you're going to have a loose link in there, and it's the teams that could put the least amount of negative links on the field at that one particular time that's going to come out to win the game. And so we really had a great game today. I think we should hang our heads up as silver and black Raider fans and be proud of the way our boys played. If someone's going to say to me, Incognito's not going to get a holding flag, I'm going to say, I'll bet you $100 he does. It's like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I saw. We got Williams was a little up and down.
He was off because he's just coming back, guys. And by the way, I like the fact that he came back, and I also like the fact with what Zay Jones did today. He played a really good game all the times I've seen him. Williams is coming back. I like what we have with Zay Jones. I saw some decent things out of Davis, although they need to utilize him more. And as expected, Waller was double and triple covered, so you need to throw it to other people.
That's right. And he's going to continue to be double and triple coverage for the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's just the way it is. But I'm very happy with the way they played. Green Bay can take a team out of their game in a matter of minutes. Unfortunately, tonight, with Matt LaFleur, Matt LaFleur. I don't call him Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur. For Wayne, if he's listening to you. Matt LaFleur has got a little headache going on right about now, and the Chiefs will do that to you.
And that's why that's why I put on the baseball game, because I know you guys are going to tell me what's going on in football. I don't know what's going on in the baseball game, but I told you,
Astros.
I was gonna tell people. I said, if the Astros can't win tonight, I'm breaking my rule about no baseball, no hockey. I get it, okay, but I'm just gonna say this. I told people, I said, if the Astros can't win tonight when Scherzer is not playing and they're throwing Garrett Cole, I told these Houston fans out the door, I said, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You should lose the series. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
I mean, I was amazed to see all the Houston Astros jerseys at the football game today.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to sound like Forrest Gump. That's all I got to say about that. I got to pay. I got to pay. I'm sorry I busted up your Black Panther party.
But going back thinking about how you asked us what we think about next week, and Jared was right, point on.
Yeah.
When he said they're going to have a lot of incentives coming home. They know they played a good game today. They got to be pissed they lost the last two.
Yeah.
But then I really think all of us Raider fans knew it was going to be two tough games that could go either way. Right. I don't think any Raider fan that wears silver and black or believes in it would have said they're going to win against Green Bay and then against Houston today.
But I still really thought maybe I was not psychotic, but under some hypnosis or some really bad mushrooms. I really thought that we had a good chance to go into Green Bay and play, if not win, play respectable, and they did not play respectable. Okay, and I really think I am pissed, because I know that we had the capabilities and should have won this game, but we didn't do everything that we need to do to win the game.
Well, at Green Bay, I think three of the phases were out of sync. Today, I think one was, and that was the defense.
Yeah.
And when you have more phases of the three pieces of the pie gelling, you're going to have a better game. And last week we didn't have anything on the pie. This week we had, I think it was a good offense, a decent secondary, and our defense, as you know, was a little off cue today. But we were a play or two away from winning the game. And if you can go home saying that, you did well today.
Okay. I tell you what, I'm going to let you go, Ed, and I want to hear from all these people that are making these comments, and thank you for calling in, brother. Always good to hear from you.
Take care.
All right. Thanks again. Ed Winchell is always welcome. And I agree with your comments, guys. I do. Hardcore called in already, and thank you for calling in. Matt's at work. Valerie, love me some Val. Love me some Vicky. Ladies, if you can, call in. And Mike Arline, I get it. I get it. And good to hear from you as well, Mike. It's the defense. It's the defense. But what are we going to do? I mean, if I saw a lot of decent play today overall, playing people that were not named Conley. And I'm glad that you guys told me that Conley got burned twice. Thank you. Because, again, I was away. I knew the Raiders had a touchdown, but I didn't know who it was on. Between the rest and defense, no, that's not true, Valerie. That's not true. Shuts down par and wind damage, the lines are maintained. Yeah. 2 million people have live. It's not, Mike. It's not. And I agree. That'll be my political statement of the game. PG&E and those that are, and if you're in California, love you. I can't afford to be in California. My house is paid for in Florida. Now I still got to pay for the addition, but up until that time, I can't live in California unless I win the lottery. If I win the lottery, I'll move to No, actually, I can't move to California. It's a little bit too left wing for me. I said it. There. Ken Kirksey said that he knows what my political opinions are. It's too left-wing for me. I said it. But it's also too expensive. That's true, too. Line is open, 813-699-0834. I'm on disability in California. That really... Oh, Ken, Jesus. Yeah, I know. Val, come in and give me a call, sweetheart. Vicky, give me a call. Sweetheart. I'll make sure everybody gets a sweetheart. Mike Arline, give me a call, sweetheart. There you go. I'm not sexist either. I called Mike Arline a sweetheart. Somebody call in. We are Floridians. Yes. Moved to Illinois, getting just as bad. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Again, not going into politics. No. Not doing it. Line is open, 813-699-0834. You lose half your audience. You lose half your audience. Get a job at Area 51 and move to Vegas. I'd like to, Matt. Matt knows I work for the government. Maybe I can get one. Getting better every week. If you don't see that, I don't know what you are seeing. Mark, thank you. Positive stuff, Mark. Thank you. Positive stuff. Not personal political care belief or the nationalized character that makes the difference between a good person and a piece of crap. Thank you, Ken. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wow, the 49ers are for real. Who have they played? Roll me their schedule. Give me a composite of who they've played, because I want to know. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying because I don't take care. No, are they? No, I don't. I don't. You prove it to me. You prove it to me. California fires are bad. Hey, Steve, my blessings go out. I will be out there next week. I remember the last time I was out in California this time of year, and I was out in Oakland, and all I see, or I can smell, was just the fires in Oakland. What? Something's going on. Oh, was it a homer? Somebody's calling. Mike Arline, thanks for calling in, man. You're and Jimmy Farrell, roll their records, okay? I want to hear it. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Cap. Just figured I'd get a chance to call. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I don't know if I missed a lot as far as the earlier calls, what they were discussing, but
that's fine. Well, if you said something, I'll tell you. Hey, we talked about that. I don't care. I can talk about it a couple times.
Okay. Well, of course, the defense, and this is ongoing problem. I think Gunther's the problem. I mean, you've got a mobile quarterback. Why would you blitz him on the edge? Or when we had blitzes, why didn't we blitz more up the middle? That's what you do on a mobile quarterback.
Yeah, I agree.
When you blitz on the outside, you're feeding into what their strength is.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he was thinking. This guy's got to go. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. He's got to go. His scheme is terrible. We're not, this zone, he plays a soft zone a lot of times when we get the lead, and then they're just able to move the ball down the field at will all the time against our defense. It's just, I think he's the problem, one of the main problems. Of course, we need players too, but the scheme's got, we got to change it.
Okay. Now let me ask a question, okay? And this is a homework assignment, Mike, and I'm going to call you on it because you know me, right?
Okay.
This is a homework assignment. As of right now, I want you to go through the defensive coordinators that are currently employed and those that are not employed, and give me a list of who that is currently employed that you think is going to get shit-canned at the end of the year, and who is a viable contender to become our new defensive coordinator. Because I agree with you.
I think, I don't know how this will work, but I think Atlanta's head coach is going to get canned, and I'm sure he's going to end up being a D coordinator somewhere next year. I don't know what you think about him. What's his name? I can't think of
his name's Quinn.
There
you go.
Quinn, yes.
Yeah. He was with the Seahawks.
Right. So I'm not sure. I mean, maybe he might be better or as a D coordinator than a coach, it seems.
He is. He is a better D coordinator. And that, by the way, Matt Custer, thanks for coming in. We'll see you next program as well. Quinn is a good defensive coordinator, but remember, he was a good defensive coordinator. But look at all of his the guys that were playing for him in Seattle. Okay, because I'm gonna throw up another name. Thank you, my God. The game was just saying it. The game was just saying it, and you prove it. And no, I don't want Del Rio. But remember how good Denver's defense was when Jack Del Rio was their coordinator, and then he became. Granted, he was our head coach, but would Jack Del Rio come back to be a coordinator? I don't think so. Jack Del Rio wants to be a head coach again. But I mean, Vic Fangio. Mike Sarah says, "Vic, I love Vic Fangio as our D coordinator. Yeah, Vic Fangio as a coordinator, it would be great." But you know, it's not going to happen. Now, Greg Williams, where's Greg Williams? Is he with the Jets this year? I think he's with somebody that sucks.
Is he with Cleveland, or am I mistaken? Or is he with the Jets?
I don't remember. I think look up where Greg Williams is, and because again, don't just say what the problem is. Give me a solution, okay? And that's why I said go get me somebody. Yeah, he is with the Jets, okay? If Greg Williams is available, yeah, go get Greg Williams. That would be awesome. And here's another guy that I would love, but I tell you that he's going to get a head coaching job again is Mike Pettin. Mike Pettin is making the Packers defense friggin' unstoppable. But he's going to be available as a head coach. I'd love to get Mike Pettin, but because he's a D coordinator right now for the Packers, you got to upgrade him. You can't just have him come over as D coordinator unless he's out of his contract.
Right, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I have to look at some names, but I just I don't know. Just his philosophy. I just think he doesn't know how to make adjustments. It seems. Yeah. Like that's I know we have personnel issues. I know our pass rush is not that great, and we're still need a bona fide pass rusher. But I just saw a lot of opportunities where we just couldn't get a stop on third down. That's all we needed. I think 2 key stops on third down, that game would have changed definitely. Yeah. But we just couldn't do it.
I agree. And like I said, we played good for like at least, it was like into the late third quarter before I went back to my seat. Remember, I'm superstitious, but we played well for at least the half, and then the third quarter. Okay, yeah, there were a lot of receivers open, but again, our D-backs need help and support. But remember, at that time, again, we saw a big dose of Carlos Hyde, and they outrushed us today. And for us to win the game, I told people we need to have Jacobs just pound the rock, and we got to win with that, because if we outrush teams, we're going to win. That's just the way I think it's going to happen.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Right. Yeah, I agree. And I think I guess maybe that injury to Josh Morrow on the defensive end, that may have hurt us because he's a pretty good run stopper.
He is.
So so that could have hurt us today in this game, But I think as far as going to offensive line, I think Andre James did pretty good at center. I think he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I mean, I don't recall Carr getting too much pressure up the middle.
Right. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's a good homework assignment. I guess I'll work on that, Jack, as far as trying to find a D coordinator.
Hey, I said, you're going to do my work for me, man. That's why I give you the homework, so I can sound smart. And they say, hey, Mike Arline did my homework for me, and I'm awesome like that.
Yeah. And as far as that, I guess someone made a comment about the XFL. I think it's going to last the whole year. I don't think it'll go. I think it'll go more than 3 games, or 3 weeks, or whatever.
I think he was being facetious. That's Ed, and I know in my estimation it will last longer than the AAF did.
Yeah. And I'm going to go to probably some of those games here in Tampa. I'm going to check them out, see what they got. I mean, why not? I think the tickets are pretty cheap.
Yeah, well, then let's get together and we'll go to a game, Mike.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds good.
And get your Raider helmets, and we'll go down on the. We'll hopefully get Tressman to sign our Raider helmets.
Yeah, that's right. Tressman is the head coach there.
Yeah, Tressman's the head coach. That's why I said I want to have a Mark Tressman Raider helmet.
Yeah, he was a good offensive coordinator for us.
Yeah, there you go. And like I said, I like what we're doing on offense. We're getting our horses back, and like I said, this defense needs to be improved. That's just bottom line.
Yeah, the offense I have no issues with. I mean, they move the ball. Play calling is good. I mean, I don't have any concerns there. I mean, maybe like you said, run the ball more, but maybe. Because Jacobs may have been banged up, maybe that's why we didn't run as much.
Well, and the other thing is that,
or maybe they wanted to take it back.
Yeah, we need it. We need another big bruising back, and if it's the kid Sewell or Crowell that's on our IR, then we'll do that. Valerie, great question. I want to talk with you, Valerie. I want you to call in. Plus she's awesome, just like Vicky. I love my ladies. You know that.
Now, is Crowell? Is he eligible to come back, or does he? Can they bring him back off the IR?
No, I think that in order to be brought back off the IR, you had to have been on the original 53.
Okay.
So. And that's why Johnson was eligible to become back. Okay, Valerie's going to call in once her phone's done. That's cool. But yeah, you got to be on the original 53, and he was done before they made the 53.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I agree. There's some backs out there we can get, so we just have to decide who we're going to, take off the roster, I guess, to bring them up, because I'm not sure who they get rid of at this point.
Yeah. All right, Mike. Well, like I said, work on that homework assignment, and I'm gonna all you other people. Now the line's gonna be open in a minute, so let's get them in there.
Okay. All right, Captain.
Great hearing from you. And yes, I have not forgotten, Mike. I'm tentatively, and I know you know what's coming out of my mouth. I'm tentatively thinking the very last game of the season.
Okay, well, we're waiting. All the fellas here wait here in Tampa. We're waiting on you.
Because the lady came over the other day, and the guy came over, and my train set is going to look awesome. It's going to look awesome.
Okay.
Just the way, and I can't wait to see it. So once that gets done, and then they do the other things, the room will be done, and that's why I'm thinking I'm going to all these games. So I'm thinking the last game of the season after Christmas will be the party.
Okay.
Now,
all right.
That's between me, you, and the 22 viewers, and whoever else watches this. Okay. So I didn't forget. I know you were thinking I'm full of shit. I'm not. I didn't forget.
No. We know you got a lot going on, so we're patient.
Okay. Well, thank you, partner. I appreciate that.
Okay. All right, David.
All right. Take care, partner.
Take care. Okay. All right.
Bye-bye. That's Mike Arline, one of my buds. Vince McMahon has way too much cash in marketing for XSL to not make it at least one year. Thank you, Mark. Or Mike, sorry. Vic, I'd love to have Vic. But now here's the question, and be honest here, okay? Chiefs just fumbled. Good. But you guys that are saying that Vic Fangio is going to be a viable candidate, are they gonna get rid of Vic Fangio after 1 year? Now they had their coach, what's his nose, who by the way ain't a bad defensive guy. I think that he's a defensive coordinator for some team now. I can't remember his name. Van Johnson maybe. It was Johnson. Okay. So he's a defensive coordinator. I can't remember his name. But is Vic Fangio one and done? I don't think so. So that's a great name, but I don't think he's a viable candidate. Greg Williams might be. But we gotta. I'd love to have Greg Williams as our defensive coordinator. Not so much Jack Del Rio. No. Like Jack, I gotta. Hopefully, we'll go around and if I can find him out somewhere to maybe have him sign something. But no. Vance Joseph, thank you there, Mr. Game. Vance Joseph. I knew it was a V and a J. Joseph or Johnson. I was close. Thanks. Line is open 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. Mike and I are going to the XFL games because hopefully I won't be so busy. Oh man, Bill Romanowski. Yeah, but I'd love to have Bill be the linebackers coach, but I don't think Bill would be cut out to be a DC right away. And let's see what we got here. Oh, good. Good. Cannot stand the Nationals. Sorry, I had to look. That's nice. That would be a good start because Valerie said, how do we fix the D? How do we fix the D? So we'll think about that. Oh wow, man, it's almost 11 o'clock. Or no, that's East Coast. Okay, good. Whew. I was gonna say, man, I got to pack already. I didn't eat today, other than the little bit at the tailgate. I guess I'm not gonna eat today. I think I have a Milky Way bar left. Let's see there. And I don't like Snickers, by the way. I had a Milky Way. Where's my Milky Way? Did somebody steal? Did they? Oh, okay, good. Here it is. Okay, this is dinner. I don't like Snickers. Milky Way is awesome. So that's probably going to be my dinner. Unless I maybe I don't want pizza. I had like pizza on Friday, like double dose of pizza. So I don't want pizza. Normally I love pizza, but not gonna do that. Ed Winchell, swinging for the fences. Howie Long. Do you think Howie? And I know you got your LOL behind it. Howie ain't going nowhere. Now, Valerie, do me a favor because I don't want to leave prior to you calling in with your phone. Fire Gunther. Who's going to be our D coordinator then? It's somebody that's already on staff. It's got to be somebody already on staff. Who's already on staff? You know what? Brenton Buckner. Brenton Buckner, I think, would make a great defensive coordinator. He's aggressive. If you were in Cali, you'd have dinner. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I can't wait for that. Yeah, Buckner. Yeah, we had the same idea, Mike. Would you want to stay at Denver? I hear they have the second coming of Elway. Okay, yeah, Brenton Buckner. That's it. So somebody call him. Oh, wait. Hang on. Hello? Yes, Mike, can I talk with you for a second? Yeah. Yeah, we want to get rid of Gunther. We've had enough of this shit. Yeah, Buckner. The D-line coach. Come on, Mike. Yes. Bring in Buckner. Tell Gunther bye-bye. Remember, Mike, when you used to watch the old Saturday Night Live episodes, and they had, Spade, David Spade was the flight attendant. Bye-bye. Paul Gunther, you're not no defensive coordinator. Bye-bye. It's been nice having you here for a little bit. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Bye-bye. Yeah. Okay, get back with me on that. All right. Hey, thanks, Mike. All right, bye-bye. There you go. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. We'll see if Mike listens to me. We'll see if Mike listens to anybody. Paul Gunther, it's been nice, but bye-bye. Okay, Valerie, are you going to call in? I definitely want to hear from you. I definitely want to hear from you. So hopefully so. I'm going to stay on for a little bit more because I want to make sure that that I get a chance to hear from you. Okay? Be great. But I definitely, you know, I'm not sure. I hope so. Because again, we've been on for 2 hours. That's awesome. We've been on for 2 hours. Actually, we just went over 2 hours. And I didn't have any promo things or I went right in from Facebook. I think I'm gonna try to do that. Lovey Smith. Wow. You'll send Chinese food? Okay. I want sweet and sour shrimp, no onions. All right. Green Bay got a touchdown. Thanks for letting me guys know. So sweet and sour shrimp. I like chow fun noodles, which is the rice noodles. So maybe some beef chow fun, kind of like beef and broccoli. Jamal Williams is a hell of a great. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, good. It's the Astros getting runs. Good. So, yeah, beef chow fun and sweet and sour shrimp. And gotta have some. Well, and like they have the lobster, kind of like the wonton, or that I like too. So if you can do that, thank you. See, now I am getting hungry. Line is open 813-699-0834. Vicky, let me know, or not Vicky. Vicky, you can call too. If Val can call Val, and we've heard from pretty much everybody that we can. So I'm just making sure that the Astros, because I can't stand the Nats. And somebody look up Vance Joseph, where he's a D coordinator somewhere. He's a D coordinator, but again, he's got to be. Thank Matt. There you go. 24/17 Green Bay. Thank you. And this TV, it's the good thing is the fact that the Astros are winning. And I know I said no baseball or, and like I said, if it's there, great. We'll talk about it. But I've gotten it off my chest. I'm mad. I'm mad at Gruden as well. The throwing stupid penalties. Oh my God! Blast from the past. Mike Arline, Chuck Bresnahan. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I got it. Bresnahan, Chuck Bresnahan. Wow. You know, actually, he's coaching in college, if I remember right, in Florida somewhere. I'll have to check that, like Wikipedia. But I think Chuck Bresnahan was coaching in Florida, and he was doing okay. But do I want Chuck Bresnahan and the index cards? Because he had his index cards too. I don't want that. Chuck Bresnahan. There isn't calling it. Okay, Valerie. Okay, I know you meant Valerie. Okay. If that's true, and we've been on for over 2 hours, and I definitely need to literally get my shit together. we are. I know he sucks, Mike. It was fun. It was fun. So we're gonna do this. That's my show. Thank you for joining us. And I'm gonna try to do the Facebook feed in a little bit more often, because this way we'll get people over here. Thank you for coming over. It's getting there. It's getting there. I like to have more. I like to have the people that call in when they call in. It's great. It's great. And I thank you for joining me. I'm not going to play any outro music because I have it ready from bumper, but I'm not going to do that. Vance Joseph is DC of the Arizona Cardinals, and you know what? I think he got short shrift in Denver. He didn't have any horses. Pun intended. So maybe Vance Joseph's the head coach again next year. So there are people available. But again, salute from the captain. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for getting the word out. And I love it. If you haven't called in, and you're able to, because remember, Mr. Custer wasn't, and I know I'm gonna hear from Valerie soon. Hopefully Vicky. Don't be afraid. It's just me talking to you, and we'll have a good time. So having said that, where we got here, I'm going to I'll be back on Thursday unless I have something else come up, but it'll be great. So y'all take care. Great hearing from you. Thanks for calling in. And we'll see you next time on Ask Captain Jack.